What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another trade recap video. Now you might be thinking, why are you doing a trade recap video? You've made $0 and you've not took any trades. Now exactly, but this day is extremely valuable. You need to learn to not take trades and which trades you should be avoiding, and that is what will make you profitable. Avoiding losses will make you profitable. Catching the winners alone will not make you profitable. So I'm going to break down today's price action. I'm going to go from the start of the session. There was a setup right at open that you could have potentially took. And then there was a couple of losses that you should have avoided for sure. And then there was the trade of the day right at the end of the session. Well, after the session, sort of 11:20, that's played out perfectly. That is such a shame that it didn't happen in AM session, but it is what it is. So let's go to market open right here. So I was super bullish. Super bullish. If you just look at the higher time frame, you don't have to know much about day trading to understand that we were super bullish here. Look at the 4-hour time frame. We're just pumping up, and all the way to the left we have all these stacked highs as well. We had this intermediate term high, which was the end of the stacked highs, which had not yet been taken. So I called out this morning. Let me just show you guys in my Discord. As you can see, I called this out earlier. Bullish to data highs. Will be bullish until there is a reason to be bearish. When I say that, I mean like a strong inversion, hourly or 15-minute. So super bullish going into the day. Then at market open, we failed to tap into this 15-minute fair value gap. We were delivering out of this hourly fair value gap, which is what made this trade technically valid. But I just did not like this trade for two reasons. So the first reason, we left relative equal lows below. We failed to sweep this obvious low right here. So I didn't like this. We left equal lows at the low, which is another small reason to not take the trade. And we did not get the inverse on this candle right here. Right? There was no inverse. We closed the tick. And then on the next 1 minute candle for this long position, you could have took this 1 minute inverse of value gap. But I typically do not take inverses that were over an hour ago, for example, like this one, which was at 8:30. This inverse was put in. And the reason this would have been such a good setup is because of the data high resting above. So this was data high from PPI News, sorry. Very strong draw on liquidity, and as you can see, this trade did end up playing out. Not a bad trade if you did take it. I just saw way too many reasons that it could potentially fail. We had, like I said, an unfilled 15-minute right below our stop loss, unfilled 30-minute right below our stop loss, and obviously we did tap out of the hourly, but the hourly was super small. So yeah, multiple reasons I did not like that 1 minute long. Which is absolutely fine. I didn't have the conviction, so I simply didn't take it. If we play price through, we then got no potential shorts here because we didn't really tap into any of these high time frame gaps. We respected this 3 minute nicely, and then we got sort of another long back up, which obviously isn't valid because we took the high, and we just kept chopping up all session. There was a potential short in here that I called out as okay. But I mentioned, if you're bearish, this is A+, but I was not bearish whatsoever. So there's no way I was taking this setup. And then I called also to go to break even at this unfilled 15 minutes. So this would have been a break even trade with this short position. Guaranteed break even trade. As you can see here, we go hit the low and then we start pumping up. So I would have not hated long positions from here after this tap into the 15-minute fair value gap. But as you can see, we got absolutely no inverse to the upside whatsoever until we hit this fair value gap up here, which is super high in the leg, and by the time that got inversed, the risk reward was gone anyway. But what I did like was this 5 minute if we had a good close. So I did actually like this 5 minute, but the close was terrible, right? The close was super high, so I didn't even bother taking this. The risk reward was not worth it. I wanted to see a 1-to-1 to this high, and we simply didn't get it. The candle close would have had to have been down here for a stop loss resting below the inversion, and then a 1-to-1 risk reward to buy side liquidity. But we closed so high, the risk reward was so negative to that high that I did not bother taking that trade. And as you can see, this would have been a break-even trade anyway. As the mid candle, we did actually hit the high and then come back down, as you can see there on the 1 minute time frame. And after that, there was literally nothing. And when we displace through the high like this, and we start displacing into these 4-hour fair value gaps, you know that this is going to act as a void rather than a fair value gap, and we are most likely going to fill this void instead of deliver from this. So as you can see right here on the 5 minute chart, we're just pumping through this, right? We're pumping right through this gap. We did get here, and this is the setup I spoke about being trade of the day. This is where we got a really A+ setup. So we came up here, and finally in this big push up, we left behind a clear and obvious 30-minute fair value gap. And the difference here is in this leg down here, we only had that 15 and we did not get a nice inverse out of it. Only the 5-minute, which ended up closing super high. So in this leg, we got the 30-minute fair value gap. If we watch price, we come down quite nicely. We also tap into a 15-minute fair value gap there, which is quite small, but we also tap into that as well. And there's no hourly in this leg. So we've rebalanced the highest time frame fair value gap in this leg. We then get this super, super nice 5-minute V-shape out of this gap. Now, you could have took this on any time frame, really. The draw on liquidity is clearly higher. We're clearly bullish on the day. So you could have took this on the 2-minute, which inversed a bit earlier. You could have took this on the 1-minute there as well. Or you could have waited for the 5. But either way, this was super, super clean. You can see the 5-minute was a super nice V-shape. The 1-minute, you would have got much better risk to reward on, as you can see. You would have entered on this candle close, simply targeted the recent high, and yeah, you could have got about a 1.5 risk to reward on this trade quite nicely. So this was definitely trade of the day. Unfortunately, I was already done for the day. I'd finished trading, I'd left the charts. I did not see a potential, but then obviously I've came back and we had this really nice 30-minute gap filled below, and then we just bounced out of it. So this was certainly trade of the day. You have to be avoiding these losses. Do not try to short when there's no reason to. If you're trying to short up here, it's just not good. You need to wait, for example, for something obvious. So if this 15-minute fair value gap here had have been inverse to the downside, then you can start taking short positions to for example, these relative equal lows down here. But until then, you do not look for shorts until we have some type of strong bearish order flow. Hopefully that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, drop me a message or drop me a message on Discord. I'll be most likely to reply on there. One of the top links in the description. And make sure to get in the Discord for all the free education, as well as if you want to trade live with me every single day. So make sure to drop a sub if you want more free education. And I'll see you guys in the next video.